Dunkirk,
I'm
the
gonna start
biggest
with the
film
Dunkirk.
of the weekend. You probably lived through this time period, so why don't you describe to the audience
I did live through
what
this.
Dunkirk is?
Living through the movie was fucking torture for me.
Yeah.
I did not like this film at all.
You didn't?
No, I did not.
Wow.
This movie was so one-dimensional. I didn't care for it. First of all, you know about Dunkirk, kid?
I'll be honest, I only learned about it about a year ago.
Okay, well, I'll tell you something. You want to go check out your history books.
Yes, sir.
Find out about Dunkirk.
Okay.
There was over 800 boats going back and forth between Dunkirk and England there.
Mm-hmm.
How many boats we see? Maybe 30, 40.
Well, we only saw a
The
few.
whole thing is hard.
I do know that there were a lot of boats.
You know,
Civilian
I like
boats
this
you're
guy,
talking
James Cameron. I like the guy who, what's his name? Philip
Christopher Nolan.
Norris.
Christopher Nolan, the director?
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
He likes covering up Tom Hardy's face, too, don't he?
He does.
He just got to give him the mask here. He puts
Who-
him in Rise
Tom
of the
Hardy
Dark
plays
Knight.
the British pilot.
Exactly.
Of
This
the,
time he gives
yeah.
him the mask.
He's a fighter pilot.
This movie, it might as well had subtitles.
It was
Because I
very...
couldn't understand what
I will
anybody's
say this.
saying.
It was very hard to understand the British
You
accents.
got the music going on. You got the wind blowing.
Yeah.
You got Kenneth Branagh going, hello, championship, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I couldn't understand a bloody word they were all saying.
I will
kept
admit
saying
to
to
you
myself, I wish there was some bloody
that
subtitles over
the
there.
people I saw this movie with today, we came out of the theater saying the same thing, that was the main complaint, was that it was hard to understand the dialogue.
No, it wasn't just that, my friend.
And there was another complaint I'll tell you about in a minute.
Big complaint for me. No fucking direction. No telling you what's going on. The narrative of this movie was so vague, so blasé, they didn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Christopher Nolan, I had great respect for this. I'm seeing the previews up to 3-4 months ago for this movie.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I'm thinking, oh, it's a big spectacle. No. You know what it was? It was a bunch of guys with their little shrimp from One Direction stuck in a boat on the bottom there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Cillian Murphy over there on the side with some guy and his dad and some guy's dad.
Mark
and
Rylance.
the two guys with
Yeah.
the guy. That's it. Then we got Tom Hardy flying around,
plane.
blowing people up with a plane. You know something. And then the end. I'm not going to give away the ending, but let me just say this, people. So stupid, it made me I threw up in my mouth. The damn plane runs out of gas, but no! I mean, he loses his engines. Come on, he comes back, he saves the day. Come on, give me a damn break here. You
So
got
that's-
some drugs I can take because I'm about to pass out.
I'm sorry. So that's a no, huh?
I got to give it a no, I got to say.
It's a shame to
I
give a Christopher
expect
Nolan
lot.
movie a no.
I'm very disappointed. I wanted this to be a great movie.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell was going on the whole time. I'm
Okay.
sitting there, I'm thinking, is there a bedpan? Can I use my popcorn as a bedpan?
You could.
What can I do? I'm
Yeah.
gagging on my bonbons here.
I'm sorry.
You understand? I just thought this movie, it took me nowhere. I just needed through the dialogue, through something.
Yeah.
You got to tell the audience what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, say I didn't know about Dunkirk. Of course I was there years ago. But listen, I was just unconscious the whole time.
I
And I'm
understand.
grateful, too, let me tell you, because I was unconscious through this whole film, too.
I apologize for on Mr.
boy.
Nolan's behalf
I'll tell you
for
something.
your non-enjoyment of this film.
Didn't enjoy the film, my friend.
All right. Well,
It was beautiful looking.
Of course, it's
Thought
gorgeous.
it was okay. You got your spies going on, you got this and that, but the movie just seemed it seemed like a little paper-thin piece of fluff when there should have been a big giant epic there.
Okay.
All right, how'd you like it?
Well, I might have liked it a little bit better than you did. However, I have
That
some
ain't saying
critiques.
much.
Yeah, well, I'm giving it a yes because I still thought that it was very exciting. I thought that there were some really great set pieces there that kept me interested. I was engaged in the story. I thought the performances were all pretty good across the board, even the little...
One-dimensional characters, but yeah.
Yeah, but
okay.
I mean, you can't get into too much character when the whole movie is like a ticking clock as these guys are on the verge of death, and we don't have time for character development because the whole movie was based on these guys have zero time, so I didn't think that we got too much into character.
They had 3 days, my friend.
What's that?
The Germans put a halt on invading France for 3 whole days.
Yes,
That's a fact.
I know.
So, they had 3 days.
I know, but I'm saying the
They
movie
didn't know
didn't
they had 3
explore
days,
that
but
period
they
of
did.
time.
They have to move 300,000
They
people
did, I know.
from Dunkirk.
300,000 to 400,000, they said, right?
Right. No, it's about 300,000, 320, 350.
Okay.
They got to move from Dunkirk over to England again. Okay.
Anyway.
An hour into the movie, there's I got to say one other thing about this movie.
Okay.
They give us scenes. Okay, we already saw the scene. Okay, now let's shoot the same scene from a different
I
perspective.
know, they did that a couple
few
times.
minutes later,
Yeah.
it drives you up the
Well,
the wall.
that's where I was gonna say was my biggest complaint with the film
Oh,
is
it's
that
stupid.
the way the narrative is designed on this film, it has well, there's three storylines about one story, but there's three time frames. It starts out with it says a week before, then it says 1 day. It says 1 week, 1 day, and then 1 hour.
Yeah.
So when we're in the 1 week, we're on the beach and on the docks and on the pier with all the guys trapped on the beach, all the British and French soldiers. Then when it says 1 day, we're in the boat with Mark Rylance, who is a civilian, a guy who's a civilian who has a boat. Him and
Very
his son,
frustrating.
they're on the boat, and it's their journey to get there to rescue
I
the
understand.
kids. And I'm telling the audience too. And then when we're in the airplane, it's 1 hour because Tom Hardy, as the British pilot, as one of several, only has an hour of gas to get to Dunkirk to try to fend off some of the Nazi ships, the planes.
And you gotta look at this too.
So
Oh, movie.
it jumps back and forth
There's
between
about-
all these.
I know, it's
and the
bullshit.
audience is very confused. Like all of a sudden
True.
it's daytime and then it's nighttime.
Right.
Then I realized, oh, they're showing us the flashback of Cillian Murphy.
Exactly.
Who
when
was
he
on one
gets
of the
shot
boats,
down. Yeah.
one of the boats that sunk.
I know.
But
it's
we
so
don't know that right
ridiculous.
away.
It's
So,
ridiculous.
in my opinion, I don't think this film needed to have this jumping narrative. We could have had a straightforward progression of events without the need to jump in time. But we know that Christopher Nolan tends to, in a lot of his
Because
films,
they go into surreal.
he loves to jump into surreal
Certainly
territory.
back
Yes.
in the early days. He never did that in the Batman movies, though. I never saw him jumping around. Never.
Not
No,
really.
no,
Those
no.
are pretty
I just
linear,
watched them
other than
recently, my
flashbacks.
friend.
Unless he did have the flashbacks to Ra's al Ghul in the first Batman,
All
Batman
right,
Begins.
well, there you go. Well, that's
But other than
something else.
flashback, he wasn't going forward, back. He wasn't doing that. No.
I just took a dump in my pants.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
But anyway,
I
so
apologize.
the narrative structure of this film was confusing. The dialogue was hard to. All right. Let me finish my thoughts. The dialogue was hard to understand because of A, the heavy British accents, B, Tom Hardy especially because he's muffled again under the mask in the airplane, and then we have all the sound effects and the music. I will say that I thought Hans Zimmer's score was very good. I love the ticking of the clock in the background. That was really cool.
Oh, cool.
But I'm still giving the film a yes, but I do have some issues. So I'm thinking if I were to correlate this to a star rating, I'd probably give this film a 3-star rating.
I go 2.5, my friend.
But it's
I'm
not.
gonna give it a no because it could have been great.
Yeah, it
Could have been
great.
a great epic film.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this though, you people out there, you want to go see yourselves at Dunkirk? You know what you do? Go on the damn History Channel. Find the documentary that's narrated by Walter Cronkite.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get 20 more. You'll get so much more. You'll get 100,000% more out of the film. I think that's what it needed. It
And
needed
again,
a narration.
this-
It needed somebody to help this movie and help the poor audience. This looked like, Helen Keller sat there with a pair of scissors and edited the whole thing together with Stevie Wonder. For what?
And this film also, we must say, is not a necessarily true telling of
The
Dunkirk.
fiction of Dunkirk. He
Yeah,
doesn't even give us
this-
the real bullshit.
Well, this is all fictional characters
Come on.
amongst a real backdrop, like Titanic did. Like other movies have done, where they give you a real historical setting, but yet fictionalize the main narrative. So, unfortunately, Dunkirk wasn't the film we all hoped it would be.
Exactly. Very
I still came
disappointed.
away
I'm
with it with
giving
some
a no
enjoyment.
Because I don't want people to walk into this movie thinking, "Oh, I'm going to know everything. I'm going to send."
No, you're not. It's not a history
It's
lesson.
not a normal movie.
No, it's not.
You don't know shit about Shinola
Got
by
it.
the time you walk out the door.
Fair enough.
And that's the truth.
I
So
understand.
I got to give it a no. I don't want people to go see this. Okay, here's another thing. I saw the movie. There I am standing at my mailbox over where I live in Hoboken.
Okay.
Some old guy. He's old like me, right? I'm over there. And I'm at the home. I just played some Chinese checkers with Rosie. She's one of the nurses there. I love her.
Okay.
A beautiful woman. She's a little older.
Is she the
She's
one with
got a nurse that
the
can bounce
restraining order
quarters
against
off
you?
of. I'm sorry?
Is she the one with the restraining order against you? Or was that the other one?
Don't talk
Betsy.
about that right now. Not Rosie.
Oh,
She
that was
ain't
Betsy.
got no restraining. She works there.
I know. Well, she's going to have a restraining
No,
eventually,
no,
right?
that's Eliza. She's
Oh,
somebody else. You don't know.
Eliza.
You don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
right. Well, I
Don't
can't
open
remember.
Your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up.
So anyway,
Don't get wise to me.
Hey, you're being. Listen, you gotta have
I
respect.
won't.
for your
I will
elders,
not
buddy.
change your diapers.
You got no
I'm not going to
respect for
change your
your
depends.
elders.
Continue with
you
your
should have
anecdote.
some respect for somebody here.
I have respect for you, just
You
marginal.
got no respect for nobody.
I do.
You don't even respect yourself.
I love myself.
Why don't you? Okay, I can see you do. I can see where your hands are located. I know you love yourself.
I can't help it.
All
There's a
right,
magnetism there. No.
Anyway,
So go to your
My
mailbox.
friend comes over to me.
Uh-huh.
He says, hey, Manny, did you say... I can remember, you know.
I know. Yeah.
So I say, he says, hey, Manny, did you see that Dunkirk movie?
Mhm.
I said, I did see it. I did see it, Joey. How'd you like it? He says, me and the missus just came. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. I said, I thought that I didn't know what the fuck was going on either.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of bullshit is that? You go, you pay your $22 for a movie. You
I'm
gotta
sorry
sit
that
in
you
a damn
were
IMAX.
unfulfilled.
I'll tell you, I was very disappointed in this film.
Shame.
They should have done better. Christopher Nolan should be ashamed of himself because
Well, you
most
know-
of the people that are going to go see this movie are older people.
Well, you know, a lot
who
of
are expecting to get a little more history lesson. The kids don't give a damn.
Well,
They're
yeah,
just
it's
going
not
to
a
see
history
the
lesson.
bombs and,
We
and
know
this
that.
and that and the other thing. But the old folks like me, we want to go in. We want to see. We want to hear what happened.
well, you
I
know,
didn't know that.
I read an article that was saying that a bunch of men who were at Dunkirk who survived said that this film was very realistic, depicting what they went through. So I guess some of these guys got something out of it.
Well, I'll tell you something. They
mean-
must have Alzheimer's. They must have some brain
I know.
damage. If they got anything out of this book. And listen, you ladies out there, I may not be able to, I'm getting a little older now. I may not
understand.
be able to stir the broth,
Uh-huh.
but I can still lick the spoon. You understand? You got it, ladies?
Is
I
it
can
really
still lick the
necessary
spoon.
to
Yeah.
give the audience that
I just want
visual?
to tell ladies out there because they're sitting there thinking, hey, he's a good-looking guy there. Look at that leather coat he's got.
Wow.
He's got some style. He's got some pizzazz.
My condolences that your pencil has
I
no
know.
lead. I
It's
apologize.
so true.
I'm sorry for you.
All right, so let's be moving on.
So let's
here.
move
I
on.
give Dunkirk a big
He's giving a big
down
thumbs
below.
down. I'm giving it a yes, like I already said, but it's yes with reservations.
Let's take also one thing. 8 German planes took out the whole, as far as this movie goes, took out the whole British Navy. The whole British Navy.
Well, they
taken out
were
by the 8
sitting
planes.
ducks there, you know.
Pardon me?
They were sitting ducks.
Yeah, they were sitting ducks there, but I mean the whole thing.
You know what
The
my
planes
father
take
said?
out everybody?
I went to see this with my father. He makes a good point. He goes, how come those battleships didn't try to shoot down the airplanes?
Exactly.
I don't know either.
You had guys sitting there with a guy.
Why
weren't
didn't
doing
they?
Jack shit.
I don't understand why they didn't do that.
It's all bullshit.
Oh, well.
They
Anyway.
should have known. The only thing we had of a bit of a surprise is when a U-boat hits.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, as you say, we got a scene later on where the U-boat's up top.
Yeah.
Ah, come on, give me a damn break here. All right,
All
let's
right.
move on.
All right, so moving on.
I saw
One
one.
and done.
I'm never gonna see it again.
You know,
I'm never gonna see
I'll
it
be honest
again.
with you, there's probably a chance I might not watch Dunkirk again either.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
not a movie.
One and done.
You just don't want to see it. It's,
Yeah.
it's nothing. It's
I
worthless.
like scenes that I might watch again, but overall, you're probably right.
Yeah, it's worthless.
But I give a yes.
don't know
Also in
why.
Gandhi.
You should give it a no, just to let people know that they shouldn't waste their time in
No,
a movie
I
that's
can't,
a
because, you know,
it's so badly done.
I don't
that
think it
it's
was
not a
badly
true
done.
depiction.
I thought that the narrative was not the way that the story was told could have been better.
Horrendous.
But
It was
it's not a
horrendous.
bad
It wasn't
movie.
just bad.
I
It was
just felt
horrendous.
that it wasn't executed as well as it should have been.
You know, you look at IMDb. What's that?
IMDb. IMDb on the internet.
Yeah. IMDb. You go there.com where
Yeah.
you got the movie stuff.
Yeah.
And I went there this morning. I didn't look here before I saw the movie, but I saw the movie. I went back and I looked. And there was a couple people, 10 stars, 10 stars. I loved it. It was so good. Richard Christopher Nolan. Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then there's the one guy at the bottom. He gives it like 5 stars. What a piece of shit this movie is, he says. This movie had nothing. I walked out of there. I didn't give a damn about any of it. And that's just how I felt, I
Okay.
gotta say.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed. And
You know, and I would consider myself I'm a Christopher Nolan fan.
Me
I'm a
too.
big fan, but I can admit that it's not his best film.
Oh, not his best.
No, at
it's
all.
his worst.
It's
his worst
Let me
film.
think here. Is it his
Oh,
worst?
come on, you look at Pi. Even that's better than this.
He
I
didn't
like
do Pi. Pi was that
Oh,
was,
that was Darren
Aronofsky.
Yeah, yeah.
I can give you Christopher Nolan's films in order right now.
Okay,
he did a movie.
Memento.
No. First was a black and white film called Following. It was his first
That's the one,
feature.
The Following.
Then
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did
yeah.
Memento, which was the one that
I
really
like
brought him
that.
the attention of
Yeah.
Hollywood. Then he did the remake of Insomnia with Pacino, which
Yeah,
I
yeah.
liked a lot.
That was good.
Then he did Batman Begins. Then he did The Prestige, which nobody ever talks about, which is a
I like
great
that
film.
movie. Not great.
I liked it a
But
lot.
it's okay.
I like that film a lot. Then he
okay.
did The Dark Knight. Then he did Inception. Then he did Dark Knight Rises. Then he did Interstellar, and now he did this.
Oh boy.
So anyway,
He's a unique director, but
He
oh
very
boy, he
much
blew
is.
it on this one, big time.
all right, fair enough.
All right, let's move
so we're
on.
gonna